Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and in today's video, I wanted to try and tackle the question that I've seen being asked quite a bit online here recently. That is, are we going to be getting a technical test or a beta for NHL 25? At current time of recording here on Monday, there is zero news on whether we will be getting a beta here for NHL 25, and that's very unusual, at least comparing it to the past couple of years' games. We will get into that here very shortly. But let's take a look and see if we'll be getting a beta for NHL 25. So I have gone through all the data here for the past 5 years when it comes to the beta or technical test for NHL games. First off, I just want to say, finding this information is not easy. I went back and went through a ton of different sources of, big content creators who were making videos back in the day, looked at all the dates and everything like that, but yeah, it was not easy to compile all these dates here for the video today. But you will see, just let's look at NHL 24 here. The beta was actually revealed prior to the trailer of the game even being released. You may actually remember that the sign up for the NHL 24 community playtest was actually put on the website, I want to even say August 1st, which is way before the game was announced, before the trailer came out. I remember making videos on this topic last year. It was almost like they kind of stealth launched the beta signups more or less, where you had to go out of your way and sign up for it, and it wasn't even promoted by them for at least another 10 days after they made the site go public. And it's also interesting to note that last year, the beta would basically already be over, as it ended on August 27th. Currently I'm recording this on the 26th, so more or less a year ago today, the beta would be ending. And with the game releasing later last year, there's definitely more time in between the beta and when the game actually launches for the developers to kind of go through, look at the feedback, see what needs to be changed or tweaked, and just be able to address that for launch day. Normally you get a patch pretty early on into the game, and I'm sure a lot of that is taken from feedback when players get their hands on these early trials. And that's the thing, this year the game is releasing earlier than it's released in quite a long time. So if you're starting a beta later than you normally would, and you're releasing the game earlier than you normally would, those two things don't really, add up that well. And it doesn't really give a good indication that we will be getting a playtest this year. But let's look at one more game here on the list. Let's look at NHL 23. So the trailer was released later on August 25th. So that's, somewhat of a similar time range to this year. The beta was revealed all the way back on July 29th. Way, way earlier than when the trailer was released. So that's the thing too. If you want to give players time to sign up for this, that's something that this year you just really don't have the time left in the calendar to be able to afford to do something like that. But let's go to a calendar here. This is kind of what I have in mind for important dates leading up till the launch of Early Access on September 27th. So we still have 4 different deep dives that we're going to have to get through. We have the gameplay deep dive, likely coming out tomorrow, followed by the presentation deep dive, the franchise mode deep dive, the HUT deep dive, and the Hughes Brothers face-offs. So you have those 4 or 5 things right there that you have to get through. Also, you still have to get through all your rating reveals, which in prior years they like to go through one position every day. So you have your goalies, left defenseman, right wing, left wing, center. That's eating up a good week plus of your marketing time right there. Plus, they like to go through all the players like under 23 years old, whatever it may be. And I'm not saying any of this stuff is stopping them from having a beta. Obviously, we've had one in every single NHL game, I think, since NHL 15. I heard that somewhere. I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate or not. But that's kind of the thing that I've been seeing with NHL 25. When it comes to the marketing, when it comes to the calendar, everything just seems to have started a decent amount later in the schedule, at least compared to the early start date this year. But I think it's pretty safe to say that whenever we end up getting this gameplay deep dive, likely either being on Tuesday or Thursday, as it is confirmed to be a late August trailer, this is the last week of August, that if we don't hear anything else, like almost immediately right after that, then I think it's pretty safe to say it's not going to be happening. There's just going to be not enough time left before September 27th, which, by the way, is only 32 days away. And I really don't think that's going to give them enough time to really make any changes based off the feedback that we end up giving them. And also, 32 days is at the absolute best. That would be if the beta was announced here sometime tonight. If we don't get the trailer till Thursday, it's going to be what, 28, 29 days? There's not enough time there. So this might be the first time since NHL 15 that we don't actually get early access to play the upcoming NHL game. Which, I don't know, they're promoting this Ice Cube pretty heavily here, at least early on with the reveal trailer. I'm sure we'll see quite a bit of that here over the coming weeks, but players might not get a chance to actually try it out until the early access. I guess it's something we're going to find out here very, very shortly. But definitely let me know down in the comments below. Are we going to be getting a beta here for NHL 25? I'm once again very curious to see what you all have to say with the silence that we have gotten so far. But that'll do it for today's video. I'll see you all in the next one.